Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver makes the grab. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback's ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's looking deep here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that catch is hauled into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll give it to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The short completion of the tight end. Physical run earns the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Toss play to the outside. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. the ground. It's Alvarez. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Being serious. The offense going for it. Inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your literal slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defensive tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Testing the right side here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And they heave it deep downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the defense look slow that time. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down play coming up. Running back with the football. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Pulls it in. It's King. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this can be.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Takes the ball and heads to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the handoff on a counter. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. That doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Alvarez. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. They'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A running play called on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. As a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. and they add to their lead. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught on the outside. It's King. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Running through the tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pressure is coming. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Takes the handoff again, and they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's King. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Here comes a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and 10 now for the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made on the left side. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it here. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Smart in the offense. Keep the ball on the ground. Try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. crucial third down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Running play called on third and short. And that'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays and big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. This passing game is still on fire. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but at what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for some space. It's Alvarez. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This is important, a chance to extend the lead deep here in the fourth quarter. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. And the quarterback just kneels down. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves